What's up guys, my name is Stephen O'Brien III Jr. and today we're going to be reviewing the DC Multiverse NFT Rebirth Batman figure. So in the front of the box you can see the Batman figure and the accessories. Also down here you can see the Batman logo, Batman, and also ages 14 and up. And up here we don't really have anything, we just have the McFarlane logo, and also in here we got 22 points of articulation. On the side we got Batman Rebirth, and the back of the box we got some artwork of Batman. But anyways, let's not waste any time and let's open them. Now before we look at the figure, I just want to take a look at the accessories. So yeah, for the accessories you get a Bruce Wayne head. It comes with a grappling hook, all in gold, and also a batarang. And also includes 2 extra hands, one hand to hold the grappling hook, and also a weird zesty ass hand. For some random ass reason, Batman has this hand. I mean, I don't really see what's the purpose of it, because like you can't really like use it for like the batarang or anything. I mean, you can kind of like use it like that, but to be honest, like this batarang is kind of useless, to be honest, because like Batman can barely hold it, you know? And it's just too big to like fit in his hand. I mean, you can kind of fit it, but like it just looks goofy, you know? So this piece is just practically useless, to be honest. But yeah, this is a weird ass hand. I don't know why McFarlane added this, but yeah. Also it includes this displayed, what the fuck, get like the normal like base plate to put the figure, and also you get a trading card of Batman with like the same like art from the box. And also behind the card we have like it's just information of Batman if you don't know who he is. I mean, like everybody knows who's Batman. I don't know why yeah, these cards are fucking useless, but like yeah, that's not the point. And also we got like the NFT thingy that nobody gives a fuck about. Also behind here, you scratch off this to get the code. I'm probably gonna throw this away, to be honest. I don't give a fuck about NFTs and shit. The big reason why you're buying this is for the Batman figure. So let's take a closer look at Batman. So here we have Batman. Let's take a closer look. So as you can see, he has a normal face sculpt. I really like this face sculpt. He doesn't look stupid like other figures. He looks pretty proportionate. I really like the proportions. I mean, the legs are a little too thick. I mean, like, damn, like, what the fuck? But like the head sculpt is pretty good. It's painted pretty well. Just a generic ass Batman head sculpt. The cape is like a rubber cape, this one doesn't include like the fabric capes like other figures. So yeah, that's kind of like a bummer, but the figure's still good, Here we got the bat signal, and I really like it. I really like the little gold around the bat logo. It looks pretty cool. I really like the belt design. I really like how how it got painted and stuff, like with the black and the gold. It looks pretty good, Also in the boots we have just normal ass boots, with a ton of details and stuff, as you can see. Like it. And for some random ass reason, my figure has like a shit stain here. I don't know if you can see it, but like that's a little bit weird. And it has like a shit stain there. I don't know, maybe he was fine with Clayface or something. I don't really know. But the figure looks okay, it's one of the better McFarlane Batman figures because it doesn't look disproportionate as hell. So I really appreciate that. So I noticed of like one thing about the Batman figure, since I was editing the video. I was playing with the figure and stuff, but I realized some. Here's the thing, like, the figure looks good and everything, but you will notice that like the legs are just too tall, they're too thick and stuff, and it just looks kind of stupid. Well, I think I find out I think I found out why. So, like, you see the torso. The torso is perfectly good and stuff, but, like, let's compare it to a 6-inch figure. They're, like, the same scale. Because, look, the arms are exactly, like, the same length. The torso is, like, in the same spot as a 6-inch figure, and the head as well. But, like, the only difference is the legs being, like, very big and, like, taller than, like, a normal 6-inch figure. And, like, you can see with another figure that I have, like, Captain America is a 6-inch figure, and he has longer arms than Batman. And as you can see, like, their heads are in the same place in their torsos as well. And the only difference is the legs that are just taller and thicker. Like, I just, like, found that very interesting. And also, like, I saw a YouTube video as well of, like, the top 10 worst Batman figures. And, like, the guy literally confirmed my theory. And, like, like, the bottom up, the torso and, like, the arms, like, besides from the legs, is a 6-inch figure. And, like, the legs have a proportion of, like, a 7-inch figure. So it's just like McFarlane just, like, Frankenstein this figure to have, like, bigger legs, so it's a 7-inch figure. So yeah, that's kind of weird. And here's the figure with the Bruce Wayne head. And to be honest, I really like the Bruce Wayne head. I mean, it's alright, it looks pretty good. The eyes are a little too shiny. To be honest, you can kind of see it. For some reason, the eyes are a little too shiny for some reason. He kind of looks like he has, like, water in his eyes, like if he's crying or something. But, the head sculpt is pretty alright. I mean, it's not the best there is, but it looks pretty good with the figure. And also another thing that I don't like about this figure is the big-ass grappling hook or grappling gun. As you can see, it doesn't really fit correctly in his arm, in his hand. Because, like, the grip is extremely big, and this is, like, quite a small hole to put it in, and it's just, like, very difficult to put on. And I mean it works and everything, but, like, the grip is a little too big for Batman. And also, like I said before, the Batarang, he can barely grab it. So yeah, this Batarang accessory fucking sucks. It sucks ass. Fuck the figure. Fucking. Anyways, let's measure this Batman figure. So he stands about 7.5 inches, and also he stands about 18.5 centimeters. And here we got a quick comparison between the Rebirth Batman and the first appearance suit Batman. So as you can see, the first appearance one is much taller than the Rebirth one. Both the figures are pretty good. I really like the first appearance Batman quite a bit more because it has the fabric cape, and you can, like, articulate it. It has, like, rubber thingies in it, and it's a pretty good figure, and I really recommend to buy the first appearance Batman suit. And here we got a quick comparison between the Rebirth Batman and the Ben Affleck from the Mattel DC Multiverse line. As you can see, Batman is much taller than Ben Affleck, since this one's 6 inches and this one's 7 inch. And, like, I really hate that McFarlane, the figures are 7 inches because they can't really scale correctly with, like, the Mattel DC line, and that kind of sucks. Talking about Mattel, I really like how the Damian Wayne figure scales with the Rebirth Batman, because, like, they look pretty good together, Even though this is part of the 6-inch line and this is part of the 7-inch line, it's still a pretty good mashup. And here's Batman next to some Marvel Legends that I have. As you can see, Batman is extremely tall, since he's 7-inch and these are 6-inch. So yeah, that's, like, the worst part of McFarlane, since they're 7-inch. You can't really scale them together with Marvel Legends, and that's kind of a bummer. So here are my final thoughts on the Batman figure. Overall, it's a pretty good figure, it's pretty well articulated and stuff. I mean, he can't really kick for shit. But besides that, it's a pretty good figure. Like, the biggest problem that I have is, like, the legs being too tall and too thick, like I said previously on the video. But if you ignore that, it's a pretty good figure, you know, and it's one of the best figures that you can buy from McFarlane, you know. But you know, besides from the issues that I have, the accessories and the legs, I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, then make sure to like and subscribe. And in conclusion, McFarlane has a very shitty scale.
Fuck McFarlane, bro. I fucking hate McFarlane. They're fucking ass, bro. Why they do their finger like that, bro? Fuck McFarlane.